This is the capstone of month 2. Everything you have learned, PowerShell craft, graph, remediation thinking, modules, safety, and runbooks, comes together to build one real automation end-to-end. By the end, you will have a solution that detects a genuine tier 3 problem, fixes it safely, reports on it, and runs unattended on a schedule. This is what senior endpoint engineering looks like. Here is the brief. You will build one automation that solves a real tier 3 problem from end to end. Find every Windows device that has not synced with Intune in 30 days, tag it into a remediation group, attempt to sync, and produce a report, all running unattended on a schedule. This single lab ties together every skill from the month. Do not try to write it all at once. We decompose it into stages first. The right first move with any end-to-end workflow is to decompose it into clear stages: detect, decide, act, and report. Detect is read-only, gathering the current state. Decide is just the predicate that separates healthy from unhealthy. Act is the change, made safe. And report tells two audiences what happened. Build and test each stage on its own before wiring them together. This decomposition is itself the senior skill, because it lets you reason about failure at each step. Stages 1 and 2 are detect and decide, and they are entirely read-only. Pull the fleet with -all so you miss nothing, filter server-side for Windows to keep it fast, and then apply your staleness rule, last sync before the cutoff. The decide stage is just that where -object predicate separating healthy from unhealthy. Nothing changes at this point, which means you can run it against production safely, all day, to size the problem before you act. Stage 3 is where you act, and this is where all the safety lives. Every action goes behind ps_let.ShouldProcess so you get a -what-if dry run. Wrap the graph calls in the invoke dash with retry helper from lesson 6 so transient failures and throttling are handled. Make it idempotent, so adding a device already in the group and syncing again causes no harm. And emit a result object per device, recording whether it was remediated or failed and why. Catch errors per device so one bad device does not abort the whole run. Stage 4 is reporting, and you serve two different audiences. Produce a machine-readable artifact, JSON or CSV, that downstream systems can ingest to feed dashboards and open tickets automatically. And produce a human-readable one-line summary so an on-call engineer can triage the run at a glance: so many remediated, so many failed, so many total. Both come from the same per-device result objects you built in stage 3. Two formats, two consumers, one source of truth. Finally, make it unattended. Wrap the whole flow in an Azure Automation runbook that authenticates with connect-mg graph-identity, using the managed identity so there are no secrets. Grant that identity only the application permissions the workflow needs: device management, managed devices, read-write all and group read-write all, and nothing more. Pin your module versions, attach a daily schedule, and crucially, pilot on a small ring with -what-if before you ever let it run fleet-wide. Preview first, scale last. Two things separate professional automation from a risky script. First, define your success criteria before you run, so you know whether it worked. Second, have a tested rollback plan, because anything that changes device or group state has blast radius. Your rollback should disable the schedule, reverse the change, removing the devices you added to the group, and verify the fleet is back to the baseline you exported beforehand. A bad run with a tested rollback is a non-event. A bad run without one is an incident. Let us recap the whole month in one workflow. Decompose into detect, decide, act, and report. Put safety everywhere: -what-if dry runs, retry with backoff, idempotent actions, and least privilege permissions. Report in two formats, and run it unattended with a managed identity. And always define success criteria and a tested rollback. Your task: deliver the complete solution as one reviewable package. A read-only detect function in decide rule, an act function with ShouldProcess, retry, an idempotency emitting per device results, a report stage with JSON and a summary, a runbook wrapper with managed identity, pin modules, and a schedule, and a short operations runbook covering the exact least privilege permissions, your what-if pilot, success criteria, and a tested rollback. Prove a second run is idempotent and remediates nothing already healthy. That is month 2 complete. Outstanding work, and I will see you in month 3.